Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we are delving into something truly incredible and you won't believe what we found while exploring an old map of the land that surrounds our beautiful home.
Yes, so here it is. It's from the 1700s and it's actually a relic and it's in the University Limoges archives. And whilst looking through it and doing a bit of studying, we discovered what looks like a mine.
An ancient mine, and we know there's diorite in the land, but there could be gold, there could be all sorts of hidden treasures. So we're going to round the troops up and go on a little expedition. So lots of these fields have changed shape because this is from the 1700s and you said our house was built in the
1900s. So our house is about here now, and then this is where the weird shape is in the field.
Yeah.
And then this here is a footpath which we're standing on now. It's just literally over there.
Like a thoroughfare.
Yeah, and it was where the villages connected and it was known as a safe place for them to go across. So they would have walked down here and then crossed the river and carried on. So this is where the stones are. I think, you know, the stones we found a while ago, but we didn't know what they were. But I think they are going to be the mine. I think that's where we need to head for.
It's a good start. And as you say, it could be connected with that really strange shape in the big field, that it's all interconnected. So it might be something to do with the mining or something completely different.
Well, when I sent that picture to the archaeologist when we did the drone footage, she said it looked like that. It looked like the shape of what would have been a mine. So there could have been another mine here, which we obviously we haven't even explored yet. There's just a shape on the drone footage. But yeah, so this one, I think that those big stones that we get across, and I know the river's low now, so we can get across, and young Roo remembers where it is. If we walk it down there, I think we're in a good chance of finding it again.
Cool. And hopefully some gold. Let's go.
Let's go.
Good. So here we have Gandalf without the beard, and he's going to take us on a very unexpected journey.
So, on the other side of the river, there's like a castle. It's broken down just on the other side of the river, and we're going to go through the river and get there.
Get to the castle.
From Gandalf.
Could be as long as the Wizard of Oz. Let's go.
Yeah. Right ahead. This is from So now you step on the sticks, you get on each of these rocks, jump over onto this one, and you get on each of them. Step like this. Look, it looks like the shape of a castle. It looks.
Yeah, and this is where the wild boar come.
Yep. And this looks like where dinosaur would have went. Yeah, so that, Mum, do you see that bumpy wall?
I made it with Gandalf to here, and it is the castle, as Rupert calls it. It's immense. It goes right up into the air. It's probably about 40 foot high. We don't know how deep it is, but we think this is the opening to the mine. We're very fortunate we found some diorite here, and subsequently we've learned that that was mined from this area. And it's just so interesting. We think this has been filled in, and there's hundreds of tons of rocks here, so I don't think access is going to be possible, but it does give us a clue as to what went on here. And we're going to go back across now and show you how they transported that very precious stone away from here. Just behind me up here, you can see what looks like a tunnel, and all the way along this face, this really steep face of rock, there are those telltale signs. And further along, there's another sinister looking entrance. We don't know what it is, how it got there, but they're dotted all the way along. So what went on here is a mystery for now, but I think we're on the right path. So right up the top there where Charlie was, we think was filled in. And this very, very large piece of rock, which is actually taller than me now, and it's sunk into the ground, so it's a lot bigger. This is its final resting place. We think it formed part of the entrance to the mine, and the other stuff you can see underneath has just eroded down into a pile. So it's a pretty big endeavour, one, to be able to do what they've done, but to be able to get into the side of this rock. Amazing. So we're in the network of trenches. As I said, we call them affectionately Troll's Trench, but they go all the way along the side of the river, and as they get about 200 feet down there, they branch off and they go away to the side, to the lowest point, down at the very end where the bridge meets the road. And we think this is where they would have put, there were water canals, they would have been on small rafts, So they put the stone on here and floated them down in a controlled manner to the road. And I say controlled manner because they couldn't dictate what the river was doing. What they could do was control the feed and the flow in these handmade trenches. It is a feat of engineering. It's unbelievable to think how much work they did. But the stone was so precious, it had to be done. So let's go and walk the trench, or a bit of it. These trenches are covered in the gorgeous moss on either side, and nature's done a little bit of work, so it looks a lot shallower, but it's still very pronounced. And what, as I say, what a feat of engineering to be able to make this channel. And what's really strange is it's about 12, now probably 15 foot higher than the river. And they had a little diver further back. And I think that's where they had a bit of a feeder system coming in. So they had a preparation area ready for however they were going to transport it. But unbelievable. So our journey to Middle Earth was highly successful, and what was the castle, we believe, is the mine.
Yeah, it is absolutely incredible down there, and it's so cool on a warm day like today. It was just very, very special, magical moments for the moons.
But there must have been lots of activity, and you can only imagine all that hard work. Just how they did it is incredible. But this area is steeped in just all that mythology, history, folklore. There's lots of urban legends about the stones because there's dolmens.
Yeah, megaliths and ancient stones. They're just dotted around everywhere. You'll be driving down one of the village lanes and there'll be a dolmen just standing there. So it's quite, a popular thing in the area. So it won't be long and we'll have our own legend once we eventually find out. So we've just got to go for a bit more archives, dig a little bit deeper. I think we're going to try and get into the Limoges University, aren't we? And ask them a few questions. And
I'm sure, we're learning with you guys as we go, which is really, really exciting, and being able to share it with you.
But what was interesting as well was where we realised on the actual map the pathway, because we can see it, and if you look from above, we can see it. That's where I found that buckle, shoe buckle, or some sort of buckle, wherever it was from, and that would have been a public path. So it's amazing to think how long it's been there.
We'll have to go doing a bit more metal detecting, I think, along there. The hot spot, but I'm hoping for the gold mine in the big field. If it isn't the Viking ship or a UFO, who knows? But there's so much around here to be exploring, and we're taking you with us.
We are. So there's going to be no restoration of the old kitchen this week, and that is because Nick's mum and Tony are arriving to spend a couple of days with us. And we also have 2 new arrivals arriving next weekend, and we have to build them a very special home. And they are incredible.
Another little job to be getting on with.
Being rescued, sadly, but they're coming to the right place. They're coming to the moons. So that'll be over on the other channel if you're interested.
Yep, and in the meantime, if you like it, please subscribe, tell your friends, and let's carry on the journey of adventure together.
So see you soon. Bye.
Stay magical.